All right. Welcome everyone. Online Beatdown in your house, presented by Central Illinois FGC. I am Arneezy here with Dostrow. Dostrow, how are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine, Arnell. How are you?
I'm good. We have ourselves a fully stacked brackets all day long. We have 4 games today. We're starting things off with Granblue Fantasy Versus. We already got ourselves a great bracket already with some killers in there. Also, with if no one has paid attention just yet, our matcherino for Granblue has reached 61.65, which is amazing, by the way, because that's a good amount of money. There's a good chunk of money that someone is going to win, and we appreciate those that have donated towards the matcherino, towards the prize pool. It is, if you want to donate as well, you can also do that as well. I'm going to put it in chat. There's also a coupon code that you could use to donate a free 50 cents towards the prize pool. Absolutely free. You don't have to pay a single dime, a single cent. All you need is just to log in with your social credentials, and you will be able to donate 50 cents. So our first match is going to be T-Bola and Pyrojack. Now, T-Bola is who you are rooting for, Dostrow, because
he's rooting for if he chooses the right character.
Yeah. You're rooting
2
for
weeks
him.
ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, T-Bola won our last Granblue bracket with one of my favorite characters in the game, Wayne. And I love to watch Wayne. Wayne is a super silly character, and I'm always excited to watch him. And I'm even more excited if we see any Zoe players today.
Yes. All right, so it looks like our players are ready to go, and so we're gonna have T-Bola, Pyrojack. I don't think I've ever seen Pyrojack yet in action, but of course we know T-Bola. He played Wayne in our last Granblue bracket, but I've also seen him play as Gran. So
there he is.
Oh, we got Wayne mirrors.
Oh no!
What?
This is perhaps the worst mirror in the entire game.
Oh God! This is no.
It's basically whoever uses Yggdrasil first loses.
Whoa!
It's so, this matchup is so ridiculous if they both get SSBA.
Is that a copyright infringement or
We got 6 lads on screen though.
We're gonna have
Believe in victory.
6 whole lads.
1. Engage.
Go the flutter kick. T-Bola off to a very good start, getting knockdowns against Pyrojack, setting up some pressure. And it looks like Pyrojack doesn't quite know how to deal with some of this creepy setup.
the pressure, the setups, the weird stuff. Oh yeah, and I don't know who it is, but someone's game volume is pretty loud. That'll be Chris. Chris, you can lower your game sound on your monitor, please.
Oh, we tried to confirm the far end into the EX Rekka, but Pyrojack countered out, and good anti-air counter by T-Bola, setting up some missile pressure. We saw last week that whenever we see missiles from T-Bola, he really likes to go for a but now we got flat stack. Watch the noggin. Finish. Cheap damage. Popping bottles all over Pyrojack.
This is already 1-0 for T-Bola.
See, the big reason why he won, Pyrojack didn't get super. And basically, once you get super with Wayne, you play a completely different game. T-Bola unfortunately not using the OS to get out of the reversal counter.
T-Bola is not putting himself to work and not letting Pyrojack get his way at all. Oh, what was that? That was so dirty right there.
Arneezy just really wanted to press some buttons on Wake Up, not respecting T-Bola at all.
Yeah, T-Bola is just doing like these ridiculous resets as well, and it's just like, wow, dude. Setting in the last glass, not working. RM was a RM.
Yup. RM, Lewayne's best poke. Powerjack unfortunately countered against the 2-2M. He's eating all this pressure. T-Bola messes up the unblockable. Lat stack, pyramid, two-step. Check the shins, pops the bottles. Powerjack loses the second game, and T-Bola takes it convincingly 2-0.
Oh,
A man after my own heart.
that was a very quick 2-0 there by T-Bola. T-Bola, of course, you know, you personally are rooting for. I myself was rooting for Pyrojack because I think Pyrojack is a fan of Persona.
I'm just rooting for Lewayne.
You're just gonna root for Lewayne no matter who plays?
Mostly. I want to see some good Lewayne play. Some real tricky shenanigans. And who do we have up next? We got ETP versus Hammer Mountain. Oh no, yes, ETP versus Hammer Mountain. ETP, top finisher at our previous brackets.
Yo, what avatar does ETP have? That is a...
That's the La Diva SSBA referee.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Hammer Mountain, one of our local boys, showed up to the offline locals at least, playing Lewayne, if I remember correctly, ETP, a Matera player. Matera.
Oh, we have Zoe on and Cheetah. Oh, we got DLC characters. Okay.
Man, I'm so mixed, dude.
I know, right? We got all this DLC that came out, and we're just still expecting these players to play what we usually see them play. But now we're having Zoe and Jita. Zoe was just recently released, but we don't ban characters here in the CIFGC unless they are completely broken. Unless they are completely broken. But normally we don't ban characters, so we are allowing Zoe here. We're gonna let the intros rock too.
I want to see something messed up from Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe has. That is a very nice color.
Believe in victory. Battle.
That is a very nice color.
Engage.
ETP showed us Matera and Gran previously, setting up some Dragon neutral, some Wyvern neutral. Charging up that meter. Looks like Hammer Mountain's a little scared, but DP's out of the pressure.
Hammer Mountain probably is not entirely familiar with Jita, especially with Wyvern out there. Because Wyvern can just get behind, the fireball can come from nowhere, things like that. So
Zoe's a character that I feel like you really have to know what's going on in order to understand how to fight her, because she's got so many tricks. And at least the pressure that I figured out on my own, it's a mixture of, it's very similar to Lancelot and Rekka pressure, as well as mixing in the lightning.
Zoe kind of plays similar to Wagner, right?
Battle 2. Engage.
I wouldn't say so, because Wagner in Under Night really relies on the sword buffs and getting in, whereas Zoe doesn't completely rely on that because she has full screen tools with the Wyvern. With Lear.
And of course, ETB taking that first game there. I think Hammer Mountain is just not having a lot of familiarity with Zoe, since she's just a new character.
Also, in that second game, it was really Hammer Mountain just got put into the corner, and Zoe with your back to the corner, against Zoe with your back to the corner is real tough. She's got so much shenanigans, so much pressure, and it's hard to figure out what she's going to do. We got Full Dragon, using the invincible second half and unique action. The EX version of the Rekka is safe from Zoe, but others aren't if you follow up. Combos, super.
You have the full super as well.
Cross Sengon.
Oh, does not kill? Wow.
But even still,
I thought it would.
Zoe's not a good character to get out of pressure as she does not have an invincible reversal. She has moves that are invincible, but they're not fully invincible on startup unless you use her. We got SSBA.
Hit confirmed to Pegasus. I would call it bullshit.
It's like a dragon Pegasus thing, yeah. I'll allow it. Hammer Mountain just needs to confirm one special. There we go. Cheap damage.
Gets the cheap damage. Take the round. Hammer Mountain showing some bits of life, showing some adjustments that he's making.
I want to see some knowledge checks from Hammer Mountain, just some reverse DPs. When I say it, it's totally worth it. Should not have recommended that. Double low option. Hammer Mountain commits to down back. Knowledge check on the Rekka. Dragon's almost back. Should be coming out soon. There it is. Man, imagine getting crossed up in the game of the block club.
I know, right?
Sometimes you just forget. You get decked. Unfortunate bad roll by Hammer Mountain rolls right into the lightning. ECP on a match point.
Battle 3, engage.
ECP can tend to chill on round start, just charge some meter or send out the dragon. And if you haven't noticed, when you're getting hit as Zoe and the dragon is out, then your dragon meter will go down.
Okay.
And I didn't actually know that when ETP did the invincible follow-up from dragon charge, it actually nullified the projectile. Something for the notes.
I'll have to put that in my memo. Hammer Mountain just getting close to death here, but he's not one to go down without a fight.
Farm L to check the Rekka. Real close game. Next hit ought to do it. Confirm into super.
Confirm the super will do it. Oh no! Oh, the punish on the DB. Hammer Mountain, please.
Hammer Mountain going for one of the ballsiest plays. Just do something minus into reversal. Now don't get me wrong, I love that option.
Let's go home.
But when it doesn't work,
I can hardly
man, it
believe
does
how much
not
you've
work.
grown since I met you. There really is no
ETP
limit
takes
to your
it 2-0
potential.
over Hammer Mountain. Hammer Mountain started to get some life back under them,
He
but
did.
ETP clutched it out by blocking the DP.
Once again, we're here online beatdown with Granblue Fantasy Versus. We have some great matches today. A couple of updates we have here. Trevor did beat Gold Phantom, so he'll be facing T-Bowler here pretty soon on stream. We have we're still waiting for Ice and D-Rock. Seems like they just started theirs a little bit ago.
D-Rock came in just a little late.
Yeah, but he got in before the DQ time, you know. So every tournament there's always one person that's either late or just not there, no matter which tournament you go to. I would like to, and even with me running brackets at Combo Breaker and at Frosty, there was always that one that showed up later was not there at all that I had to DQ. I would love to one day just have it where everyone shows up, checks in on time, and no DQs. One day.
The day that would be. But it looks like we got T-Bola and Trevward up on the stream setup.
All right.
Should be
as
ready to go.
As I said, you could donate to the matcherino. Will definitely help out towards the prize pool. Gives players the one who wins. Some nice little hefty chunk of change.
Some DLC money.
Some DLC money, food money, whatever money. However, we don't judge on however you we don't judge on what you spend your money on.
Is sticking to his guns with Beelzebub. He commented a little while ago when the patch dropped he was playing around with Percival, but he seems to really like Beelzebub, and we have T-Bola with the lads, Lil Wayne. My boy.
Yeah, I think Trevor has really just found his character with Beelzebub.
Edgeworth. What's a round start? I want to see some dives. Trev loves to dive. There it is. Plus on block.
So a quick update here. Ice defeated D-Rob today.
We got some neutral going on. Good dodge. Trev just getting hit with the slight gap in the block string. Going for a safe jump setup. Some catabot punches. You wake up 214H. That was some mad lad stuff right there. Get some food. Power up. We got some Lil Wayne neutral. This is some whack stuff right here.
Like, Lil Wayne is just Lil Wayne's one of those characters that, despite the fact of his placement in a lot of people's tier lists, he really does show a lot of potential in actually being a good character.
But Lil Wayne's the scrub killer, dude. If you don't know what's going on, you're just gonna get washed. And we saw Lil Wayne going backing up and just eating some food whenever Trev's trying to establish some full screen pressure. It's just, you can't give him the space.
And Trev is just making some interesting mistakes here with the Condor dive.
Not only that, he's just getting hit by some of the weird spacings and timings in the block strings, with the mix-up between the 214X, the 22X, and the 236X. It's just really, if you don't know how to challenge properly, you're going to get hit by Lil Wayne. Catabot anti-airs, gets the wall bounce. Overhead, check your dome. There it is. I'm so smart, dude.
Most of the time.
Makes one good read. I'm so smart.
I'm a genius. Alright, T-Bola leads at 1-0.
Travis just seems to be getting a little impatient against Lil Wayne.
Just a little bit, it seems. Like he really wants to get in there and do all that damage that Beelzebub can do, but he's got to make sure that he has the right opportunities to do so. Oh, there's the counter hit from T-Bola there. So let's hope that Trev can actually make some adjustments here.
Ooh, good dodge. Lil Wayne's animations are hilarious, dude. Rare footage of Lil Wayne successfully anti-airing.
Oh, it's jigging.
Now I've played Trev again. Oh,
He's
just standing there.
Why? He's usually good at dodging all that crap.
I think what really threw him off was just T-Bola just stood there and waited. And Trevor just got scared. T-Bola's just doing such a good job of mixing up the options and just being unpredictable, and I think that's really just getting in Trev's head.
Yeah, but I mean, with Trevor's usual playstyle, he's used to playing as unpredictable. Yeah.
I think one of the big issues, Trevor really wants to control the pacing of the game. And T-Bola is just doing such a good job of doing that himself that Trev just doesn't get much space to breathe.
Oh my god, and he wins it with the lad stack.
Lil Wayne is such a funny character, dude. I love it.
2-0 to T-Bola. Man, T-Bola just on a roll today, ladies and gentlemen.
T-Bola sitting pretty in winners finals.
You know, just chilling there. Menacingly.
T-Bola is quite menacing. And we got ETP up against Ice.
And Gold Phantom has beaten Pyro Jack 2-0.
Zoe versus Lens.
ETP sticking with the Zoe.
Yeah, I think he's liking Zoe, but you know, we have not seen a Matera yet. We might though. And of course, Ice of course plays Lancelot.
We saw Ice last time, I believe Ice got second.
He did.
Second to T-Bola with Lancelot, but a patch has dropped since then.
I think Lancelot's still a strong character, even with the patch.
Lancelot's still a strong character, but there's easier counterplay against him.
Yeah. And we're just letting the intros rock. Good job, guys.
Hopefully letting the game sync up with each other. Classic delay-based netcode strats.
Battle 1. Engage.
Now this is really going to be a matter of who can set up their pressure first. Because these are both very offensive, heavy characters. ETB doing a good job of establishing space and just holding on to that unique attack to charge the meter and using the reversal effectively. And also doing such a good job of managing the meter. Almost running out since getting hit. Good block on the overhead. The lightning stutter pressure.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, anti-air unblockable. Getting caught in the air by the fireball and then hit by a grounded normal allowed Ice to hit ETP. Rekka Leon pressure. Ooh, good 6-6H. Stagger pressure. Super, this ought to do it. Catch some ice to the face.
You won.
Ice takes the first game, but it was real close. Really close game. And ETP, I believe, very solid and aware player. They can do a very good job and just take game whenever they need.
Yeah, whoever, no matter which character ETP picks, you know, he does a really great job with it. Though. But however, I think he wants to break his third place curse. He's been third place in a majority of our brackets, so he's gonna. I don't think he wants to be known as the third place guy.
He did get second the first time he showed up to one of our brackets.
Right, but he's been third ever since.
Yeah, since then, in our last two brackets, I think he's been third.
Oh wow, good stuff there by ETP.
I think Lancelot's overall pressure is really good, but once you get in the corner, Zoe's pressure is, I believe, better than Lancelot's. Lancelot really relies on the Rekka staggers and some teleport shenanigans, but Zoe can really switch it up with all the options she has. And some good confirms by Ice here. Good throw. Looked like Ice was baiting something out, but Zoe does not have any good reversal options except for Super. Thundercats. Laser. Some solid damage from ETP using that Super. Oh, there was some weird invincibility on that follow-up from the up teleport. Yeah, it's up teleport. Didn't get hit by the dragon laser. And Ice takes the first game.
It's amazing. It's amazing how talented both of these players are. You know, having some really good close matches with each other. You know, and you know, of course, Ice. We've only seen him play as Lancelot, but I have a feeling he's actually really good with other characters as well. But I think he prefers Lancelot over everybody. Of course, ETP seems like he's very knowledgeable with whatever character he picks. So both make the formula for having a great match together.
Not only is ETP very knowledgeable with whatever character he plays three very different characters we've seen. He plays Gran, Matera, and now Zoe. And they're all very
different playstyles for each of them. Yes. And that's what I love about fighting games. You know, fighting games has a very diverse cast of characters that have, you know, their own identity to them.
And you can really find a character to truly express yourself in whatever game you choose.
Right. Ooh. was able to block all that, be able to flip out of that and block all that pressure that Ice was giving.
We see Ice using the block button to good effect. We tried to air with the JL, but unfortunately the jump arts did not match up. Good throw tech. A super ought to be close. I'm not sure if it'll do it. Just goes for the full damage Rekka. Empty teleport low. Versal super Thundercats. This ought to do it.
Oh! Oh no, almost!
Decided to use normal super instead of blue super. I wonder if using the blue super would have done better, but the J22H, the lightning, takes the game. Sometimes I forget that Zoe has that. Some pressure strings going on. Weird reversal option 2-2M. Good 2H, but unfortunately does not confirm off of it. The Lancelot wall jump is so good still. Jumps out of the corner with it. Some good blocks from ETP. Good punish from Ice. Runs under the J22H and catches the recovery frames on landing. Ignorant 2D to you. And what I think is it's really coming down to is which player establishes their pressure first. I think that's been really important in the ebb and flow of this match. Cute setup from ET. Using all of the EXs for all of the plus frames. Good block on the overhead. I'd like to see ETP try and anti-air a little bit more. Zoe's 2H is really, really good. Reach is really high. But of course, Lancelot, a character that can really alter your momentum wherever you are on the screen, even in the air, that it can be difficult to do so. SSBA, is this gonna kill? James Chen, where are you? Ice takes it 2-0 against ETP, but two close matches. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way if we see these two play later this afternoon.
Alright, so what we have? 2-0 Ice, yep.
2-0.
Alright, give me 1 minute here. Give me 1 moment here.
It looks like we might be able to get ETP versus Gold Phantom up next. But
we're gonna
I'm not sure who's ready. We're gonna do winners finals?
Yes.
Alrighty, then Ice versus T-Bola ought to be up. We saw this happen last. It was very close. I believe their winners final set was 3-2. And the grand finals, there may have been a reset. I do not remember. I think there was also a 3-2 in one of the sets. But T-Bola took the our bracket 2 weeks ago, and would not be surprised if he does again, as his play seems to have gotten better, and his character has gotten a few small buffs, whereas Ice's character Lancelot has been normalized just a little bit.
All right, so once again, we are here. CIFGC Online Beatdown in your house with Granblue Fantasy Versus. We are going to take a very short 1 minute ad break for a little bit here, so we'll be right back with you.
Yeah, rare footage of a successful Lowain anti-air because his anti-air is trash.
And I just want to, breaking news, Hammer Mountain has beaten Trevor 2-1. Very unexpected.
Trev was a consistent top finisher in our brackets. A shame to see him go down, but Hammer Mountain was showing some life in him against ETP earlier. Unfortunately, it did not pay off super well, but as I'm saying this, T-Bola gets the lad stack, the overhead into the finisher. Ice generally doing a good job of remaining patient in the shenanigans, but there are just too many shenanigans per second.
There's too many shenanigans to comprehend.
You'll flutter kick, pretending to be Slayer. Was it Slayer JP or something? I can never remember.
I'm not familiar with Slayer's moves in Guilty Gear.
Where's Home Dad when you need him? Yo, latch stack.
Oh, here we go. Popping bottles again.
Yo, he caught the jump up.
Finish. Not like this.
T-Ball is just being disrespectful. He threw out that sweep, just hoping it would hit.
Right.
Victory. Battle 1.
I mean, it did. It worked. As I always say, if it works, it was the right decision. But that was just such a strange decision. That was definitely a shenanigan. T-Ball is showing us that do not sleep on the lads. Catches the unblockable. Low, I'm calling it.
There he goes.
Nope, just go through.
Bottles. Lad is the lads are in for a great time today.
Yo, it's champagne time. Ice just maybe being a little too chill right now. Holding down back. Good waltzed about. Such a tricky character.
Anti-air.
Anti-air at close 5H too. That was a bit of a weird hitbox.
Yeah, a little bit.
Challenging the teleport.
Ooh, avoids the tank, but does not avoid everything else.
I would have loved to see a call out with jump grab.
Oh my god, that's fine, man. There's a lad. Oh, just what is this? Just rushing into him with the missiles coming. Just T-Bola is just being savage right now.
Ice tried to dodge, but the missiles actually hit meaty and punished the dodge. We saw a counter hit show up in the wings. Laser pressure. Wall bounce. Nice. Mistimes the grab. He's just pressing buttons. Grabbed him out of the air. This man T-Bola. This is a wild
Oh my
child
god,
right
wow.
here.
T-Bola, please. T-Bola.
Good sir T-Bola, press more buttons, please. You're doing such a good job of it. T-Bola is looking generally pretty strong, but Ice starting up some pressure, but T-Bola, the madman he is.
Like it seems like whatever Ice is wanting to do, T-Bola just goes even more nuts.
He blocked that.
Pop bottles. Oh my god, T-Bola, please.
That
T-Bola.
links on counter hit. Oh my god.
Good dodge.
This man T-Bola's having a blast on screen.
It's what is. I can't anymore. I can't. He's just running towards him.
I love this man. T-Bola.
T-Bola, holy crap. Oh my god. He just
T-Bola
runs.
takes it. 3-0.
3-0. Holy crap.
Ice
I'm
in the
sorry.
chat. Lance is bad now. Lance may be bad, but Lowain is definitely worse. Not gonna lie. We're gonna get Hammer Mountain versus ETP the run back.
Oh my god, I can't anymore with this game. I mean, T-Bola, he's actually just having a blast in this tournament.
I can tell it's showing in his play. He's just holding forward.
Zoe.
My favorite number is 6 because I love to go forward.
Wow, is that your pickup line to the ladies?
Now that was something I heard on the Sajam podcast with Majin Obama.
All right. I haven't really caught that episode yet, but you know.
It was a good one. I recommend it. But right now we got the run back ETP versus Hammer Mountain
Believe in victory.
with some dragon shenanigans.
1. Engage.
Oh, and he changed up his sword skin. Hammer Mountain looks to be getting in the swing of things, doing Shoto things, stagger pressure and Rekkas. But ETP gets a hit. We're gonna see some shenanigans. Overhead checks him. Hard knockdown. Doesn't have access to the dragon. Super. You can get a little bit more damage with 5H, but goes for the Thundercats and the laser. ETP takes the first round. Once you get put in the corner against Zoe, you just gotta pray.
Engage.
I think Zoe's a very dangerous character.
Her neutral is a little underwhelming, but her pressure is really good, especially in the corner. Jab punish. Let's go. Meaty pressure, tries to bait out the DP. Hammer Mountain calls it out and does it just after the bait. We got some real poking going on. Laser. Yo, ETP was ready for that. Hit him with the Thundercats. He deserves it. Trying to check your Shoto privilege. You got an invincible reversal.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Round start charge gets hit. Doesn't even use the second follow-up. It's a post with 2M. Do something, Midas.
Oh no, again! See, ETP's has been making Hammer Mountain just pay with these DPs.
It's worked, I think, 2 times out of like 7, maybe.
It basically translation, just don't do it.
Be patient and be smart about your reversals, but that right there was an anti-air. Thundercats, it connects. Very good vertical hitbox. ETP on match point.
Battle 2. Engage.
This has been turning out to be quite the
Crossed up. Imagine getting crossed up in a game with a block button.
I think Hammer Mountain is just feeling overwhelmed against Zoe right now.
Good anti-air. The 2H by Zoe is so good. Goes for the safe jump setup.
Is that the Wyvern? Oh, the super. Yeah, we did.
We're gonna catch those golden letters.
And there it is. Oh,
Not
just
quite.
finished. Oh, he got hit earlier. Dang.
I don't know if they got hit or got chipped, but so close. Maybe even a ghetto perfect.
Let's move out.
All right, so we're gonna have
can
Ice
hardly believe how
ETP
much you've
losers
grown since I met
finals.
you.
I think ETP is finding their stride. We got Ice ETP, probably yet another close match up on deck. But with the inclusion of the extra game required to win, maybe there will be some time for both players to adapt a little bit to the other's playstyle.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to see. Maybe, you know, Zoe seems to be working really
Zoe versus
really well for ETP today. So let's see if he can beat out Ice this time.
It was really close in the previous set. ETP took a game each time or a round each time, and each round was going down to like orange, red health for both players. Round start, Rekka.
Let's go.
Useless.
We got Rekka staggers. Decided to hold the lightning, and Ice challenges ETP with the 2U. Ice pressing buttons. EX Rekka gets caught low. As we've seen previously, Ice has been doing a good job of using the block button rather than holding back or down back. Staggers. Gets caught overhead with the wall jump. The wall jump is so good. I want to say that every time I see it. Because it's true. The far Rekka, it's safe. The M Rekka is safe, the L Rekka is not. The follow-ups are both unsafe. Thundercats. Catch this laser to the face. Big
Does a lot of damage. Does a lot of damage too.
One more hit ought to do a challenge. Wall jump.
And just punishes it.
Now, I have to adhere to my word. The wall jump is good, but if you don't fall with a button, you're gonna get hit, as we just saw.
I knew you were gonna have some contradictory combat with that.
I mean, the wall jump is so good. ETP doing a good job of punishing some of these minus moves with 5A into 214 L or M, space depending. Ooh, anti-air 2M, 214H. Yo, Street Fighter shimmies.
Because why not?
The wall jump is really good, but he blocked this time, so it's not as good as previously. Punishes. ETP is doing a much better job previously of challenging when he needs to and confirming with the right options. Ooh, air unblockable. Caught the fireball while in the air. One more touch against Ice, ETP will take the game. That was a really strange confirm from Ice.
The overhead.
Take overhead. You can cancel a lot of your normals into the overhead. And ETP goes 2L into M plus H. And Zoe's overhead is also so good, it's so big.
Oh, the jump is shenanigans, but does not fully commit to it though. Wow, that overhead just was freaking far. Holy crap.
Do you see how big that is? It's ridiculous.
It's dumb.
Probably the best overhead in the game. Man, that wall jump is so good. 214H, it's safe. Tried to do stagger Rekka pressure. ETP trying to poke out of the jumping teleport, but traded was a little slow that time.
Quarter combo.
Easy setup. Ice blocking.
It is a hit confirming the super.
Empty low.
Oh, wow.
You really have to be wary of the Zoe's SSBA, because the animation looks like it's going on longer for than it actually is. You can punish it before the dragon disappears. This is going to be real tough because Zoe doesn't have an ES reversal. I'd like to see maybe one of just a DP as a pressure tool, but even still it takes it with a good overhead.
Takes it with the overhead again.
This time the range wasn't as necessary, but even still, sometimes it's hard to catch it.
Yeah, but it worked out in his favor. So.
Very true. Good block on the overhead. Zoe mid-screen mix not as oppressive because you can't continue the pressure afterwards. This time's the Oki.
ETP, is in a comfortable lead right now.
Just some down backing.
Yeah, let's just use the low as an anti-air, okay?
Frames.
Oh, wow, did not fully commit, though.
The wall jump is good.
Oh, the overhead again!
Overhead
That
technically
overhead
counts as airborne.
the overhead is working in ETP's favor.
There was an SKD option select. That's not even hard to do. Giuna talked about it. That covers grab and overhead. If you have a feeling one of them is going to come out. But Ice just committed to the stand tech there. Pressure plus frames. Weird anti-air. Flipped out of the combo before the 214H, and Ice punishes. That's actually plus. You can... Challenging that is not very easy. Dragon disappears, so Oki shenanigans are not as easy, but ETP still gets a solid confirm.
Right.
Could maybe use 22C, 22H as an Oki tool instead of Liern. There it is.
Yeah, that EX Thunder right there looks really good as a meaty.
Down.
The one where they stabs on the sword stabs on the ground. Was that 22C, right?
22C, yeah.
Okay.
And you can hold it to delay.
Yeah, it looks like it could be used as a good meaty too.
It's a good meaty tool, it's a good pressure tool, good mix-up tool. It's very versatile. And the stab actually has a hitbox itself.
Oh, okay. Lance combos, here you go.
Rekka's pressure, teleports out. We saw ETP just mashing that like button.
Overhead. See, Ice did an overhead, did not work out in his favor. He can't be like ETP.
I think Ice was just committing to the counter hit overhead or the hit overhead so they could start pressing buttons. And then we see unfamiliarity with the super. You can't, it's a little confusing to punish. We need to see a teleport coming out. Nope, just gets out without the 22C. Blocks the overhead, grab into the corner. Misses the Oki.
Oh, good punish there by ETP.
Finish.
And does not need super meter. He takes it. What is that? That's 3-0.
Was that 3 games?
Holy crap.
ETP with the run back against Ice takes it, the double run back, lost to Ice 2 weeks ago, lost to Ice in winners, and eliminates Ice from bracket. ETP goes to face T-Bola for the first time this afternoon. I do not remember if they played last time, but ETP was showing some solid Zoe play, some good patience too.
Wow, 3-0 ETP. Yeah, I think this will be the first time that they would play. And as I said, once again, online beatdown here live, presented by Central Illinois FGC. We're going to be having grand finals between T-Bola and ETP. T-Bola being last week's or the last bracket's champion as well. Just want to we're going to go on a short ad break, a little minute ad break, and we'll be right back with you. All right, and we are back. Welcome once again, Central Illinois FGC downtown or online beatdown in your house. Dostrow, we have had such a great tournament today with Granblue, and it's we've reached this penultimate grand finals. T-Bola, ETP. And this is going to be a classic. T-Bola, of course, you personally are rooting for, of course.
I don't know who to root for now because we got two characters that I like to watch on screen.
But the thing is, T-Bola is close to home, so he is local. So
T-Bola's got the lads. The lads are hilarious.
He's got the lads. It's Illinois versus it's Illinois versus Kentucky. So this is going to be a great great regional showdown here.
And if not all goes well, ETP has a few characters in their back pocket. I think the Lil versus Matera matchup is god awful.
So you think Zoe would be the better option for ETP then?
Oh no, I think Lil has a tough time against Matera. So I think ETP's best choice would be Matera, but if he wants to kill Lil quickly, he might want to use Zoe. If he gets Lil in the corner, then Lil basically done for.
Mm.
If you can call out the counter effectively, then Lil basically dead before he gets Yggdrasil. And I'm not sure. I don't remember if ETP and T-Bola played in the previous bracket. I don't know how ETP would deal with either Lil super. I think both Matera and Zoe are quite good against Yggdrasil, but I think Matera is better against Ladstack. HPA. Humid Pyramid Attack.
So, as said, grand finals, this is 3 out of 5. Now, ETP has a tough hurdle for him. He has to win 2 3 out of 5 sets, which, for what T-Bola has been showing today, he is not making it easy for anybody.
T-Bola's been running a train on everyone. And we see ETP playing Matera.
Okay.
What I believe to be a good decision from him. Because he can really establish and set up that neutral. As long as he knows how to deal with Yggdrasil, then this should be a good match for him.
Oh yeah.
And as we saw in previous brackets, ETP's Matera is no joke.
No, it's not. ETP's done really well with the zoning, with the right, the butterfly loops. He's basically knowing how to use Matera really effectively.
And Matera's only gotten better with the patch.
Yes, she has. She's a top character. Top maybe top 5. Top 5.
Matera, another character that I would consider a scrub killer. Because if you just get frustrated.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that overhead was so cheeky. Run up grab, one of T-Bola's favorite options. Not close enough for the unblockable. Oh, fantastic anti-air, that 2H. Well, not a
Pop bottles. Pop bottles.
That's air unblockable. I don't think ETB had anything to get out of that. 2M beats out the Catabot.
Wow, GX arrows. Nice, combo loops, here goes. Oh wow, the whiff jump, nice. And he
hit him with the left.
Butterflies. Oh wow, the 7 golden letters. We might be here a while, Dostrow.
The first round loss that T-Bola has had. I don't think he's dropped a single round this afternoon. Now, Matera is a very good zoner, but as we saw in the previous game, once Matera gets in, she's got very tricky setups. T-Bola challenges the empty low. Now that T-Bola is thinking about it, ETP might want to start switching it up for meaty overheads and empty lows. And T-Bola is doing such a good job maintaining space and throwing out that 2-2M, the Catabot
freaking 5M, oh my god. The far M, holy crap.
T-Bola is doing such a good job of playing the neutral game against Matera. I think if ETP can get to like the mid range, he can start calling out these Catabot or Lad calls, and it would be a lot more impressive against Lil Anti-air, close 5H. Oh, that
cannot block everything though. But that was pretty cheeky though. Butterfly setup.
Was not close enough for the combo. Would have loved to see a super confirm.
There goes Jiggy.
But now, does ETP know how to navigate the Yggdrasil?
Oh.
He could have used back unique in the air to get around that, but I'm not sure if T-Bola would have been able to floor his lava to get around that. ETP did a very good job of navigating the Yggdrasil, but just got hit once and it all snowballed from there.
Good jump in by T-Bola there. Oh my god, the anti-air.
T-Bola's anti-airs are surprisingly good for a character that does not have a good anti-air.
Yeah, tank as she goes. Oh, ass in the corner. Another foot. Oh my goodness. ETP going in.
ETP shimmied it.
No, it doesn't matter though. T-Bola does not care. Super. He blocks all that. Here comes Yggdrasil again.
Safe from the distance, should be.
This could be it. This could be it for ETP. Yeah, chip damage.
I think either of the unique attacks would have gotten around it, but T-Bola goes up 2-0 against ETP. Looking real strong still. Not even having a chance to play silly. T-Bola is just playing smart.
We're going back to the room. I think ETP might do character select. I don't know. I mean, T-Bola has made Lil who is perceived as not a good character, a good character.
Lil a tricky character and really preys on matchup and experience. So you really need to have a good Lil to play with in your community and your training partners if you really want to have a consistent win record against a Lil player.
It looks like ETP did switch out the Zoe. Now, despite all this, no matter what happens after Grand Finals, ETP will get out of his third place curse.
He made it.
He made it, y'all. All right, once again, Grand Finals here at Downtown Online Beatdown. We are at the beach. We got the lad, the best stage.
And these are the two characters with my favorite themes.
Understood. I'll end this quickly so we can move on to more important.
Regardless of what we have set up for us, we're going to see some mix-ups.
Yeah, we're see some mix-ups, some pressure, and just some overall shenanigans.
Starts off with the EXDP. That is plus on block, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Goes for the throw, trying to call out the counter. Didn't actually have it. We're going to see some mix going.
Mix Wyvern overhead.
Super.
Oh, and that is that's a down.
So he just got hit before he got super. That's how you play against Lil Wayne.
I've worked up an appetite.
Battle 2.
So Zoe should be pretty good at doing that as long as you can get Lil Wayne in the corner.
Right.
You got block strings, summon pressures. Goes for the unblockable, or hard to blockable. HPA. Cheap
the
damage.
cheap damage.
ECP had nothing to get out of that.
And T-Bola is at tournament point. ECP, he wants to fight like this is his last match.
Are we going to see the tournament end, or are we going to see T-Bola lose his first game?
T-Bola has been untouchable today.
We're in a good position. ECP's got him in the corner with the setup.
Oh, wow, that was...
Fades the throw. You get a combo off this.
Oh, wow, you get the combo off with the Wyvern. Thundercats, here we go.
Watch Yggdrasil on the wake up.
Yggdrasil on the wake up? Nope. Oh, wow. Man,
Gets
T-Bola
clipped.
loses his first game. Holy crap. There is some fight left in ETP. Let's go.
Believe in
ETP,
We got a
man.
we got a match.
1. Engage.
Justin won. We just got a real match. One thing that ETP's doing that Ice was having a bit of trouble with, ETP is blocking well. Like, he's blocking some of the lows from T-Bola and just blocking effectively against the summons, against the Rekka, and against the overhead as well.
And popping bottles, and once again, T-Bola at tournament point.
No, he skipped the best win screen.
I know he did. I'll dare you. I'll have to remind him later about that.
I'm so upset. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Oh, whip. The good whip punish there.
I think ETP tried to go for an Oki setup, but all of his moves were on cooldown.
Oh, the counter hit.
Didn't OS
Oh,
that.
the throw.
That's such a tricky thing to do, the run-up throw with the missiles on backup. Now, one more solid hit from
Both
ETP.
players.
Close enough to the corner, ought to do it.
Oh, no.
Not quite from both players.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
T-Bola takes it.
T-Bola. Stop. Stop winning.
Lil Wayne's not necessarily a damage engine, but he is a tricky character and makes up for it in spice.
Wow, and T-Bola wins the whole thing.
But that was good on ETP. He's the only one this afternoon that took a single game, a
Yes.
single round even, against T-Bola.
Yes. He took a game from T-Bola today, which is damn impressive since T-Bola was basically on a roll today. He was being relentless. He was not showing any mercy. He was playing to win, in which he did end up winning. And he's getting a prize pool, a share of the prize pool. And right now, the matcherino is at 62.75. That's a good chunk of money today for T-Bola. And we just want to thank everyone that has donated to the matcherino, whether it's by direct donations or doing some of the sponsor quests on there, or just using the coupon code. We all really appreciate that as well. You can follow us on Twitter at CIFGC Gaming. All of our social stuff is down there. Twitch, of course, follow us. If you really enjoy what you see, if you want to see more tournaments or casual lobby nights, following us on Twitter as well, be in the know join our Discord as well to be in the know for announcements and stuff. So, Granblue Fantasy Versus was great. A great tournament today. A great 8-player bracket. Everybody was here. Everyone was playing great. We had a strong showing by a lot of players that we were expected to see. Of course, Dostrow, you being pretty proud of yourself right now, having a Luane win once again, by the way. So we don't know who can stop this T-Bola train.
Bola's infecting everyone.
You know, it's
Someone in the chat's disappointed they didn't see Yggdrasil. For shame.
we saw enough of T-Bola. He's a really great player from Illinois. He's Chicago based. He enters low kick tournament stuff as well. You know, he's very talented, very great. You know, great player. Always a blast to have him around.
Always a blast to see some good Luane play.
Of course,
Not good Yggdrasil play.
This is some biased commentary coming.
No, not good Yggdrasil play. Good Luane play. Those two things are very different. There are many people who buy the game Granblue Fantasy Versus, buy Xseed Games and Arc System Works, and pick up Luane and become Yggdrasil players. But there are very few people who buy the game and become Luane players, and T-Bola is one of them. These people are few and far between.
Yeah, they very are. But what I really love about Granblue, just watching it, I haven't played much lately, but just by watching everything, is that each player that we have seen, you know, they have their own style, they have their own uniqueness to them, in terms of how they play whatever character they play. You know, T-Bola plays really nutty with Luane, and then you have the zoning and the pressure by ETP, Trevor with his aggressive play style with Beelzebub. Just everybody that plays on here in our tournaments, they show a unique flavor. They have a unique flavor with each of these players, which is really great to see. I don't like seeing almost the same stuff. I like to see uniqueness from each player and things like that.
It's always nice to see how people can show their expressiveness and their play style in each and every new game that comes out. It's always a treat.
It is. So, stick around, everybody. We're going to have Dragon Ball Fighters. Dostrow and myself will be on the mic once again for that. We got a pretty good bracket. Dragon Ball Fighters starts at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be a great bracket as well. I've already looked at the bracket. Got some strong players on there as well. So, you can still donate to that matcherino as well, which I will put up in the chat later. But we will be right back. So stick around for some more tournament play.